This is a Georgia legislator, Erica Thomas,
He said, go back, those types of words. I don't want to say
giving an interview today. She's backtracking. So what I'm going to do is show you some clips and put this together in the way that only the producer of Hoax the movie, the greatest film on hoaxes ever, the person who busted the Covington Gate hoax and many other hoaxes you can talk about. So Georgia state legislature shocked the world yesterday when she claimed that a man approached her because she was in the express lane, and he told her, according to her, to go back to her country. It struck me as unlikely that he said go back to your country, but it did strike me as likely that he probably was complaining about people in the express lane, which, by the way, I think is kind of dumb, right? So she goes viral, and I'm going to show you two clips. First, I want to show you the clip from today. This is the clip from today. Remember, she told the world, we had multiple members of Congress, every media outlet, the world, the number one trending hashtag yesterday. She told the world that this man told her to go back, made racial marks. So let's watch it in reverse order. Let's watch what just happened, and then go watch her video from yesterday.
he said, go back, those types of words. I don't want to say he said, go back to your country or go back to where you came from, but he was making those types of references is what I remember.
So she's saying, well, I'm not saying he told me to go back. But I'm not saying that. But let's watch yesterday. Let's watch the video that she did yesterday.
So you know what I decided? I decided to go live because I'm very upset because people are getting really out of control with this white privilege stuff.
So that's that's quite a video, quite a change from the video we just saw. And now let's read her tweet. Today I was verbally assaulted in the grocery store by a white man who told me I was a lazy SOB and to go back to where I came from because I had too many items in the express lane. My husband wasn't there because he wasn't there to defend me. So we saw the video she just did where she's backtracking. You know why she backtracked? Because she committed seven-figure libel. If this was the number one story in the world yesterday. So if this guy wants to sue her, he's got a seven-figure libel lawsuit against her. So now she's saying, well, he didn't say specifically go back, but he said things referencing. She gets really vague, but boy, oh boy. Yesterday she told me. So here's what the guy did. This is actually incredible. So she puts this guy on blast. It turns out the guy is a Democrat AOC supporter. Oh my God. This is like Smollett, but better. We're calling her, by the way, Madam Smollett. So this guy showed up. After he was put on blast. So here's...
Tell us on camera what...
So he shows up. He's Cuban, and he's a Democrat, and he was all over Facebook yesterday blasting AOC, right? So this is hilarious. So, here's Brian Ceveda's got the receipts. So today I was verbally assaulted by a white man. Oh, it turns out that he's not a white guy. He's a Cuban guy, according to himself. I'm not going to get into the whole, what white is, whiteness. We're not going to talk about that. But here he is standing up for AOC, calling Trump a Nazi. I mean, to be quite frank, I love everything about this hoax. This is actually my favorite hoax of all time. This is, of all my hoaxes, this is my favorite one of all time, and I'll tell you why. Because this guy's a Democrat, and now he's getting home cooking. How do you like that home cooking? When you're falsely accused now, like Kavanaugh was, how do you like this cooking? How do you like them apples? Right? So this guy's, Trump Nazi, Trump this, Trump that. And now he's the victim of a massive hate crime hoax. The guy's whole life could have been ruined. He could have been killed. You name it. So this guy, I not only have no sympathy for, but I think this is hilarious. I'm really glad it happened to him.
Exactly what happened.
Can you tell us on camera what happened?
I walked into Publix, bought my 3 items. There were 3 checkout lanes, one was an express. The other 2 were empty. I kept my tongue shut. I walked and paid for my items in one of the empty lanes. This lady I noticed had about 20 items on the conveyor. Okay? I will.
Okay, so I'm going to stop right here and call it like it is. If you see a pregnant woman in an express lane and you go to the manager, you need to cut the soy out of your diet, bro. So I'm just going to keep it real here. Is if you're in a store and there's a pregnant woman and she's got 20 aisles or 20 items in the express lane and you're only supposed to have 10 and you run to the manager, you are you know what? I'm not going to use that kind of language. I don't want to use a toxic masculinity language, but there's a term for what you are. So he admits that he did go and narc on her, pregnant woman, with 20 items. Are you out of your mind, right? You know what?
I talked to the two customer service associations from Publix, asked them what can be done in a nice manner. They said,
excuse me, there's a pregnant woman. She has 20 items in the express lane. He was in another lane. He wasn't even trying to get in the lane. He wasn't even trying to get into the express lane, right? So I'm totally going to stand with Erica Thomas, Madam Smollett. As to this guy being a punk, you know what? I won't use that kind of language. So I stand with Erica Thomas as to that point. You're going up, what are you doing? You know, some little soy boy going up to a pregnant woman. She's just trying to get through. Her feet probably hurt. Man, I mean, raise your hand if you've been pregnant or your wife's been pregnant, right? It's like your feet hurt. You're tired, man. You know, you're going to park as close to the store as you can. It's like, it's a thing, you know, you're just trying to get out of the store. So this guy is a absolute, you know, pathetic creature. So I have no sympathy for him. And just live tip, if a pregnant woman is in the express lane, stay in your lane. Leave her alone.
corporate policy, we can't do anything, but you as a customer can say something. I took a step outside the store, thought about it, turned around, walked up to Miss Thomas, and said, ma'am, not to be rude, my exact first words, pointed at the sign, which shows a...
By the way, this is a typical, somebody tweeted this, this is a Democrat man. This is a Democrat man. Oh, I noticed there was somebody in the checkout lane, 20 items, pregnant. I went to complain, and then I went outside and I thought about what to do, and I went back and confronted her. This is a Democrat. You think somebody like me is gonna do that? Some guy like me is gonna throw a fit? So this guy, he does report it. There is a confrontation, but that's not what she said. She said she was verbally abused. He told her to go back home. And then she posts this video of herself crying hysterically, you know. And by the way, you know, the real sad thing about this is people go, why can you not just believe all women? I mean, this is a convincing video. I mean, if you watch this video and you don't believe her, you either have seen just so many hoaxes. You either, you know, if you watch this video and you have a heart, you're going to be very sad. Or you've seen enough hoaxes where you're like, okay, well, I'll wait for evidence. But, I mean, look what she's doing. This is believable. So this is her first video. She's just, you know.
And I can't stand up for long.
So this is her first video talking about racism, and he told me to go back and everything. But then after the guy shows up and says, no, actually, I'm Cuban. That's not really what happened. You know, this isn't really the thing. Now suddenly, you know, your story changes.
You know, those types of words.
Those types of words.
He said, go back to your country or go back to where he came from, but he was making those types of references is what I remember.
So she goes from, you know, completely just crying to, you know, throwing a complete, you know, like her world had ended to, well, I'm not going to say he really told me to go back. You know, I'm just going to say that he, you know, made me feel that way, or, you know, you know, who knows really now. So the story has really changed quickly, right? So it is just another big hoax. Now, there's a number of reasons this matters, and it matters because this, you know, every congressman was talking about it. She's retweeting people. They're blaming this on Trump. Trump this, Trump's empowering white supremacy, and this is just a hoax, just like Jesse Smollett. It's just another hoax. And then when real things happen, people go, why don't you believe it, Cernovich? Well, because I watched this woman cry. I watched her tweet out that she was told to go back.